I beat some good players, and I also had the opportunity to play against some some of the top, like Arimoto, Lee Yunju, Freitas.
Wow.
England, okay. I will be 61. I will come in England, and we will go to it. Unbelievable.
Hey
Something
man,
really good.
if you make top 60,
No,
I will
no, no.
take you to
Something
the
better. You
best
will come
restaurant.
Italy. You will come Italy,
Yes.
and we will eat unbelievable pizza. And this is good.
Yes.
You don't go there just to play single, double, and maybe team event. You go there and you play also elite. You play under 21. You play under 18. So I think it's a really good competition for young players because they can play more matches. Training camp, I said yes, and then okay. From that moment, I start to play mini cadets tournament and like this, with the national team. Yes.
Let's go from the start in terms of your table tennis career. So,
Uh,
how did you start playing table tennis?
this is really funny question because the way I started is funny. Was 2008, and I was in summer vacation with my family. Okay, and okay, they organized the beach. They organized one tournament. Like usually they make some ping pong tournaments for the people who's there. So okay, I say let's participate. Okay, I really like to play ping pong, so I say okay, let's play. And I lost the final. I was so angry, really. I was so angry for this. And I said to my father, please, Dad, help me to find some club in my city, where I can start to play ping pong, where I can start to play table tennis, because it's a really fun sport. I want to play it. And okay, he started to search on the internet, and he found one club. So I started like this. Because I lost one final in holiday. This is
Okay.
how I started.
So you was really
And then
competitive
after,
from the start, really. You was
yeah,
competitive.
unbelievable. I'm really competitive, really. Yes, yes, yes. And after 2 years, national team called me for first training camp, and from this
Oh,
moment, I start to take it seriously, to practice every day and like this.
so let's just go back a little bit because you just said something that's kind of amazing. So you said after 2 years of playing table tennis, you got into the
Yeah.
national team or you got into the national setup for training.
Okay, I
That's
explain better.
crazy.
After 2 years, okay, after 1 year and a half, like 2 years now, actually, I don't remember so well, but I played my first national tournament around 2010. Nobody know me because I just play some little competition in my region, and I won. I won this national tournament.
Oh.
So the reaction was like, wow, amazing, because nobody know me. So it was, a really good feeling for me. And yes, after this, they write me and they say, okay, you are pretty good. Do you want to come for a training camp? I said yes, and then okay, from that moment I start to play mini cadets tournament and like this, with the national team. Yes,
Wow, that's
it was good.
that's so cool. Like, I mean, like, well, what actually? I don't know if you said this, but what age did you start playing table tennis?
When I start, like
Yeah, like yeah,
I told you,
how old were you?
2008. I was like nine or 10. Yes, 9. I
Okay,
was going to make 10 after 2-3 months. Yes.
so you was
So
9.
not so early, not so early. I have some friends, they start like 7.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
before I played football, but I was terrible. Really, I cannot play football. One of the worst player in the world. Really, I'm not joking. Before I was goalkeeper, then defensive player, but no chance to play football. Also, if I am Italian, I cannot. In Italy, they just think about football, but for me, no chance.
I mean, football is like, I mean, for Italy, for England, everyone is just like about
Yeah,
football at
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
start,
Of
you know.
course,
So,
of course. Yeah,
everyone's
of
been a
course.
footballer at least once.
Yeah,
But you know what? But the thing
at
is that
least one.
you said that you started from 9 years old. 11, about 11, 12, you got into the national team. You won your
Yeah, 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 yeah.
first national tournament. And you said that it just made you feel so good. Like, I really I really, really respect that. And I say from
Thank you.
there, like, I guess, where did you carry on? So you've won your first tournament, and you know, did you play more? So was you basically in the Italy national setup officially?
Okay, after this national tournament that I won, we played 3 more national tournaments. And the funny things was that after the first one, the second tournament I was second, the third tournament I was third, and then we played Italian youth championship, okay? And I was third also in Italian championship. So after Italian championship, of course, they usually they make this call for the best youth players, you know, for who take medal usually. And I went to training camp, and after training camp, we had Zagiping. I don't know if you know this tournament. It's one competition they make in Zagreb, in Croatia.
Oh, yes, yeah. I do actually, yeah.
And this was my first competition with national team, and I remember that I lost in 16 in the single event, but in team I was third. We lost with the Romanian team. Sure, you know them, Sipos, maybe you know Sipos Arash, and yeah. And the other one now I think is not playing anymore, but okay, also Pletea was there.
Yeah.
Christian, many players that now are really good was in this tournament, and I remember so well. I was a little bit fat, block with backhand and forehand with so much spin. Yes.
Great. That's so cool. So I'm gonna give you something to think about. Okay. So
okay,
the number 61. What does that mean to you? 61.
61?
Yeah. Now I've given you something like it's a number where you think, you know, why am I giving you 61 for? It's just a random number, but does it mean anything to you? You probably have no idea, but does it mean anything to you?
61 can be a good goal for ITTF ranking.
Oh,
for
okay,
ITTF
all right.
ranking
You know what?
Could be really great, really great.
You're actually that's like you've actually kind of hit it on the spot actually, because 61, I'm not sure, but I think that is the highest ranking an Italian player has been so far. I think, but I'm not very, very sure. You probably know better than me, but his name
I'm not sure because I think Massimo Costantini,
Oh,
you know him. I think he
yes.
was higher than 61. I think around 50 or 40. I'm not sure, but I think it was higher than 61.
That's
61
true.
maybe Bobo Chica.
Because I was talking about,
maybe,
you know, Stoyanov.
Niagol Stoyanov was 61. Yeah. Like 2 years ago, maybe something like this. 3 years ago. Yeah. No, I think Massimo Costantini, and he was higher many years ago.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I think
definitely
it's
right.
like
You're
this.
definitely right. Definitely right. But saying that, so I've said, you know, the highest ranking. Now, I want to know, like, what your achievements, like, what do you want to achieve in table tennis? Like, how high do you want to go? Like, what do you want to do in the long-term goal for table tennis?
Of course, my biggest dream is to play Olympic Games. I think for every sportsman, this is the first goal. And then I would like to be in top 100. Okay, let's say 61, but okay, top 100 will be great results, I think, because now the level is really good. So I think these two things can be great for me: Olympic qualification and top 100.
Yeah. I mean, everyone, like, I think I've had like, I did like a kind of like a quick fire question round about, you know, if you would rather win the Olympic title or the World Championship title. And I think every pro player has said Olympics. So it's like, Olympics is probably the best thing to achieve, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Of course, I want to be real. Of course, I would like to say I would like to win Olympic Games or World Championship, but I know it will be really hard because Asian players are so strong. So
yeah.
the qualification will be good, and also to reach top 80. Let's say top 80. I don't like top 100. Top 80 will be better.
I understand.
If I will be 61, I will come. Where do you live?
England.
In England, okay. I will be 61. I will come in England, and we will go to it unbelievable.
Hey,
Something
man,
really
if
good.
you make top 60,
No,
I
no,
will
no,
take you to
something
the
better. You
best
will come
restaurant.
Italy. You will come
Yes.
Italy, and we will eat unbelievable pizza. Okay.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is
Challenge
great.
accept.
Okay, so let's just go into, like, I guess your career at the moment, but in terms of Italy, like, how is the league in Italy? Like, you know, because we have the Bundesliga, we have Pro A, you know, Super League. So what's table tennis in Italy like?
Okay, I will speak about the entire situation of Italy, because now in last years we started to work better. We have center where each player from national team lives. Okay, not all, because Bobo Chica now is living with the family because he have little son. He's living in different place, but mostly 70% of players is in this center. So now we have good condition for practice with some extra sparring, some foreign players. And the league now is coming back finally, because like 4 or 5 years ago was terrible. Everyone was going out to play, or Germany or France somewhere, but now they are coming back because I think clubs found some more money and they start to pay also some good players. For example, this season is really good, the league. This is why I don't want to go out, because I think the league now is quite good. Last year I won some good matches, and this season is still harder than the last one. So we have good players like Monteiro, Landrieu, Shibayev, Bobo, and Carvalho. Okay, many players. So I like it, really.
Okay, yeah.
Of course, if the league is good, you have more motivation because you want to improve more. If the league is easy, you don't have this motivation, this fire inside to say, I need to do something more, you know. But if you start to go in league and you play with these players and maybe you lose one, you lose two, you lose three matches, you say, come on, I have to do something more. And this is good, I think.
Yeah, it's always good to have, like, you know, just to have more of a competitive field, like, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, obviously, you can have the weaker players, but if you do have stronger players as well, then that's going to push you to, you know, to play better as well. So it's always good to have that. Always.
Yeah.
And you said, like, obviously, you know, you don't really want to go, you know, you don't need to go out into other countries to actually play. That's probably the best thing as well, because it's, you know, it's close to you. So I think that's a really good situation. Very good situation.
Yeah. Because you also don't need to lose time to travel. And of course, now the situation is also not so good to travel. And I also speak with some friends that they play out, like Austria, Germany, and they told me it's good, but sometimes it's a little bit stressing because you have to always take some train, plane. So if you have good situation here, for sure it's better for yourself, for your time. You have more time to practice, I think.
Yeah. Totally understandable. Sweden, Safir International. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
Never. Okay, so because I wasn't sure
No,
if you
sorry.
played it, but some of your Italian teammates played it. Okay, so there's a tournament in Sweden. It's a massive tournament. They have the cadets ITTF tournament.
Safir.
So yes, Safir. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, of course. I played, I think, one time, maybe just one time I played, and I played terrible. No, 2 times I played. Yeah, every time I go to Sweden, I play terrible. It was catastrophic tournament, really. I played because in this Safir you play many competition, like under 15, under 17, but I lost all, really. I just remember this. Yeah, but it's good tournament, and this is why federation always go there, because you can play many matches, and this is good. You don't go there just to play single, double, and maybe team event. You go there and you play also elite. You play under 21, you play under 18. So I think it's a really good competition for young players because they can play more matches, and this is of course the best thing. When you go to tournament, you want to play many matches. It's not good to go there, play maybe one single and finish.
this is gonna make you like feel like, oh wow, it's because my club Fusion, we actually went to the Safir International, and you know, we saw, I guess, you guys play. I didn't see everyone, I didn't know everyone, but I had to play against one of your teammates, and I played against Carlo Rossi.
Yes, Carlo Rossi is in that room, you know, we're living together. So
That's
you
crazy.
played with him?
Yeah, I played against him, and he destroyed me. He absolutely said, who is this guy? And it's just, you know, he did his serves. Who is this guy? Killed me. So it was, that was my first time, no, sorry, second time playing international, and I had to play against Carlo Rossi, and I think it was, I can't remember the other guy, I'm not sure, but I played against two Italian players, and then I saw John, is it John?
John Oyebode.
Yes, he was there as well.
Yeah.
So,
Johnny also is living in with us in the center, because he's a really good guy and really good talent. Especially this season, he's playing really well. Last time I lost with him 3-1 in the first match of the season, and I think he has really great potential. He can play good level, you know. If he stay with the head, he can play really good level.
yes.
Because he have unbelievable power. Really, he's 2002, but he have unbelievable power. So he can play really, really good.
Yeah. And I guess, well, let's talk about in terms of your, I guess, international stage. So have you done training abroad? Have you like practiced abroad in other countries? And you know, I know you've also played tournaments. You played in the Zagreb, the Safirs. What's your, you know, your international training and tournaments been like?
I can remember that last training camp out from Italy was in Belgium. I really enjoyed it in Bligny, in the Belgium center. It was like 7 or 10 days, really hard. They have a really great center and many good players. So it was really hard, but I enjoyed. And also I was in England many years ago in Grantham.
No
with
way.
Matthias. With Matthias. You know Matthias?
Yes,
of course. You know here. I was there with him. Really good guy. I know him since I was a kid, and he's a really good guy. And also I practiced in Toronto 1 year ago.
Okay.
After the ITTF Challenger Plus. We stayed there like 10 days more with ITTF to make one training camp, and it was really great. It's always good to change sometimes. Of course, I like to practice in Italy, but sometimes it's good also to go out to practice with some different players, to also to hear different advice from coaches is always good, you know.
Yeah.
You grow up like this, I think. And of course, this one in Toronto was the best competition I ever played, because, okay, I think Toronto is an amazing city. I never was there, so this was a really good competition. I also beat one good Chinese in the first round, and then I lost to Wang Eugene, the national number 1 from Canada, 4-2 on the table 1. Really, I really enjoyed this match. So I think this one was my best tournament plus training camp that I ever played.
Okay, so you know, you talked about obviously some players that you've beaten. So what has been your, you know, your best wins in table tennis, or does it have to be the best in terms of ranking, like just best wins in general, what you've enjoyed, and or you can talk about your best wins, you know, you can make sure that people know who you are.
I think there is not one best win. There are like many. I mean, I beat some good players in my career, like Alexander Kanin, Sadi Ismailov, Shipos Ravesh, and also Brian Afanador, Thomas Polanski, some good players. Okay, I never beat players like in top 30 in the world, but I beat some good players, and I also had the opportunity to play against some strong, some of the top, like Arimoto, Lee Yunju, Freitas.
Wow, yeah.
I played Mizutani, so also if I didn't win with them, it was really good always to play with these players because you learn a lot.
Yes.
Also from a loss, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so
But
interesting that you said that, because obviously you've named like Mitsutani and stuff like that, but you know, like there's one player that I was thinking, wow, this guy is really, really good, and that was Brian Afedor. I can't say his name properly, but I saw him playing the recent tournament, the Doha, and he was playing like a beast. Like he wasn't missing or anything like that, and it shows that you don't have to be in the top. I mean, the top 100 or even the top 200. Everyone is actually really, really good. So you're always going to get good experience all the time.
yeah, this is totally true. Yeah.
Definitely.
And also, I would like to tell you one funny things about one match I played 2 years ago. Do you know Zhao Ziao from China, the pen holder? He's a really good player, no? But in this competition in Belarus, I think was one of the first competition he was playing. So nobody know him, okay? He was in my group and he was without ranking. So I was thinking, okay, maybe this guy is from China, but he's not so good. I can play normal, maybe I beat him. He killed me 3-0. And after the match, I didn't know if I played terrible or if he was too strong for me. I didn't know because I never saw him before. And then you know what? He won the under 21 and the senior. He won everything in that competition. So after I said, okay, probably he was good. He was a good player, better than me. It's not I played terrible. It's him that is so strong.
just probably maybe you know, yeah, he just won the under 21s. You know, he's just okay. You know,
yeah.
That's so funny. That is actually so funny. And I guess like let's go for like our last question with this. And usually I ask this in the middle, but you know, we've talked a lot about table tennis. But what do you like to do in your spare time? What's your hobbies? What do you like doing?
I like too much to play PS5. Really,
Okay.
I love video games, man. I love video games. So I always play video games in my spare time. And I also like to run. Really,
Okay.
I really enjoy to run, and I also feel that after running, my body feels so better. Also in table tennis, you know. Maybe some people say, okay, but running too much is not so good for table tennis because then you have to do some fast movement and short point, like maximum 6 or 10 seconds. But really, I think to run is really good for also for the mind. I feel free after running. I feel also better on table. So let's say that I like to run and I like to play video games so much.
What's your favorite game?
Of course, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Okay. So
Yeah.
yes. I mean, that could be good for table tennis as well. That's fast reactions, you know?
Yeah.
What can I say?
I think about it.
Definitely. I mean, for me, I'm more of a FIFA guy. I always play FIFA all the time.
I bought FIFA 21 and I sell after 2 weeks because I was too bad. Usually I like to play FIFA, but this FIFA 21, I cannot take one ball. So I say, okay, I don't want to be angry for a video game. Let's play code and okay.
Yeah,
like I told you, football is not my sport.
Oh my gosh. And also, I mean, you did talk about running as well. Like for me, because I've never really been very fit, but I've actually been doing a lot of running as well. So I'm trying to do 100 kilometers in the space of a month. So that's my challenge. I've said, you know what, I'm going to try and
Good, man.
And in terms of table tennis, I do think as well, it does help a lot, like in terms of running, because if you're running and then you get your legs strong, your body strong, then you feel, it's not that you're just fit, you feel confident. So I think it's a very, very good thing to do.
I think same, really. I speak with many physical trainers and they told me, no, maybe it's not so worth for your sport. It's better if you do something like fast, short movement. I say, okay, I can do this, but I also have to run minimum 1 or 2 times per week because I feel free when I run. I feel my mind, you know, is more free, and then also at the table I feel faster. Maybe it's just mental thing, but I feel faster. So I think okay, Jean-Michel Save, in some interview, he always told that he used to run many times, also before match. And Jean-Michel Save, in the match, then he was running unbelievable. So of course, I think there is one correlation, I think. So
I'm
sure,
really,
it's
really
better
glad.
to run than to stay in the bed
Yeah,
for table tennis.
I'm actually really glad you mentioned Michel Save, because I did forget one thing. Who has kind of inspired you to play table tennis? Like, has there been any people that you said, all right, I'm going to keep playing table tennis because this guy has done so well, or I want to play a forehand like this guy, or a backhand?
Yeah.
Who's inspired you?
The guy who inspired me so much is Emmanuel Lebesson, because he has really good forehand and he runs so much during a match. So I think he don't like so much to touch the ball with backhand. Okay, he can play one or two backhand, but he prefers to step around and play forehand all table. So I want to be like that, like him. I don't like to play backhand. My backhand is so. If I serve good, I can play forehand, and I want to be like him. Never miss one forehand, counter spin, bomb. I never miss, and this is my inspiration. Emmanuel Besson, I think. Also Parguerel. Parguerel also a quite good game, but because he also like to touch the ball with forehand, but he serve little bit different. He likes to make this kick serve, and Lebesson have more similar service like me, like normal to the left player. So I think he's my how to say, my idol. The guy I always watch the matches and like that.
Okay, that's really, really interesting. I mean, like, the people that you spoke about, especially Levinson, like, their games are very effective, but one thing is that they are very exciting. They're really, really exciting to watch. Like, if I see Levinson, I know, especially in the Bundesliga, I know he's going to give us a good game. So I mean, I haven't really seen you play recently, but if you are playing like that, then the future is going to be really good for us, because we're going to get some
I
exciting
hope,
table
man.
tennis.
I hope, man.
Very good.
I hope so much, really.
So yeah, I think that's literally the end of our interview. But is there anything that you want to say to any people that has, helped you on your journey? Any people you want to thank, even if it's like your sponsors or anything? Like, do you have anything to say to anyone?
Of course, I would like to thank so much my family, because they always support me, and all of my friends who stay in the center, because when you have bad period and you are playing not so good, you see maybe they are playing good, they are winning some match, and this give you power to make better. And also I want to thank Donic, because Donic is my sponsor thing from
No way.
always. When I start to play table tennis, I start with Donic, and I'm still playing with Donic. So yes, that's it.
Wow. Okay, we have to say one more thing, last thing, because
Yeah,
my club is sponsored by Donic. So
good.
I don't know if you have tried the new Blue Fire, or sorry, no, the Blue Grip. Have you heard of
Yes,
it?
I tried it. I didn't like it so much, because I
Okay.
really like to play with Blue Storm Z1 Turbo on both sides. So it's like 3-4 years I'm playing with that rubbers, and I tried the Blue Grip, but
Very
usually I
different.
don't like so much to change. I don't feel confident when I change something in my racket or my rubber. So I prefer always to keep same.
Yes. So anyone that's listening out there, make sure you don't change too much. Keep it the same. And also, maybe try
Yeah.
out Blue Storm. Maybe try it out.
Yes, because maybe when you're playing not so good, your mind stands to think, maybe I have to change this, maybe I have to change this. No, I think you have to keep going like this, and sure, better days will come, I think.
Definitely. But Daniel, I really, really appreciate this interview. It's been excellent.
Me
And
too, man. I'm really happy
again
we
one time.
can make it finally.
Definitely.
Really.
I know that.
Finally.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Me too, really. I hope to see you soon, man.